Hello everyone, this is RunnerGuitar and I am back at last to continue the Megaman Zero series. And right now we're going to take on my third favorite of the series. This is Megaman Zero 2! The Japanese version actually has a subtitle titled The Rise of the Dark Elf. Interesting name, I've never heard of Dark Elf before this game. Anyway, this game does do a lot of changes that I think for the better. And we begin with Zero recapping the events of the previous game. It has been a year since Zero chose a different path from Ciel. He still fights against New Arcadia. But these battles have lost meaning to him. You know, I can expect that. I mean, how long has he been fighting? Zero knows that to find his purpose, he should find Ciel and the resistance soldiers. Why? Do you have something that they can help you with? I mean, I think you can handle it by yourself, no problem. I don't know, maybe it's just me. But anyway, here we begin my third favorite of the Megaman Zero series, with Zero looking pretty like shit, but still badass. And so the game begins. Again, like I told you in the game before, immediately change your button settings to switch weapon with the R button instead of having to hold the button, because like I said, it can get annoying after a while. In this part, just slash away like a madman. And the Pantheons will just keep coming until the cows come home without any problem. And again, actually I don't know if you can level up your C-Saber this way, although I doubt it. Actually, yeah, and something that I will show off pretty soon is that you still need to level up your weapons, like, once again. Well, story-wise, this is a great job from the department. Gameplay-wise, it's annoying. I mean, as you just saw when the camera pan went over Zero's body, he looked pretty much like shit. I mean, his body had scars and everything. So, you need to relearn the skills because you're pretty much trash. Triple Rod is gone because you throw it to shit between Megaman Zero 1 and Megaman Zero 2. Anyway, these are first minimas, the electric column. If you choose lasers from the left, go to the left. If you choose from the right, just go to the right. I would suggest using the Z buzzer for this boss, because if you use the C Saber, his hitbox is kinda awkward, so it's going to be pretty difficult to hit him in a comfortable position. Also, look at the pause screen right now. It looks like a destroyed version of the one in Megaman Zero 1. This is actually a pretty neat touch, considering that afterwards it's going to get changed. And we fight the same boss again. Huh, weird. Sounds like Mega Man X logic. Oops, I went there. Anyway, this boss is pretty easy. You shouldn't die to this guy unless you're using the C-Saber. In which case, why are you using the C-Saber for this boss? I have tried to use this game and I will try to get an A rank as much as I can, although expecting not to get them as much. The song that we're listening to right now is called Awakening Will, and I have to say, it's my favorite track in the entire Megaman Zero series. I have said that this is my favorite track in the entire series, and it starts in the second game. And this isn't even my favorite game, folks. I just love this track so much because it can keep up out for the epic adventure that's up ahead. Some stuff that I really do like about Megaman Zero 2, it's the enemies don't do as much damage in the beginning of the game, and also a lot of things will change. Like, for example, energy crystals for the cyber elves won't be as much. I mean, you will still need cyber elves, believe me, this game is still fucking hard. But you won't need as many energy crystals, which means less grinding. And also, you will need less grinding to level up your weapons. In the first game, it took me like around 30 minutes to level up all my weapons. In this game, it only took me like 20 minutes, so it's at least 10 minutes less. And we're also introduced to some new enemies, which, thanks to the Megaman Zero Complete Works, which I'm holding right now in my hand, I could read their names to you, but I'm not going to do so because that would seem very nerdy. I'm recording footage for the internet as I say this. Anyway, the first level is pretty easy. You shouldn't die in this level unless you mistakenly jump in the bottomless pit. But nothing too hard. What the? Gee, thanks! What the fuck was that? Ladies and gentlemen, meet our intro boss, Mega Scorpia, a mechanolot brought to assist the Pantheon squad in pursuing Zero in the desert. His head is the only weak point. Attacking it in any other part will prove futile. This is a quote from the Megaman Zero complete works. This, again, as I just read to you, the head is the only weak point. It's pretty simple. You shouldn't die to this guy. A move that it didn't do during this particular fight is that it throws his claw at you, but it's pretty easy. If you die to this guy, then something's wrong with you. Put down the controller and go cry in a corner. A-rank, bitches! Supreme Edge! Actually, something that I read in the complete works is that the titles that you get at the end of each level actually are based to a certain degree on what weapon you use the most. So, since I will be using the C-Saber most of the time, I'm going to get titles like Supreme Edge or Lightspeed Edge or shit like that. And ladies and gentlemen, here it is! Sage Harpuya once again! And a little cameo from Aztec Falcon, although we never fight him in this game. Zero. To live or die. Let's just live, let's just live, let's just live, let's just live. Live. Fancy resistance base. Who's this? Cute. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks to your great efforts, it gives me great pleasure to announce the completion of this new resistance base. I thank you all for accepting me as the commander of this new base. I promise to bring about a new era of peace. Ladies and gentlemen, meet El Paiso. As you can probably guess from the name, this person is a dude. Even though he has feminine eyes, long wavy hair, and a bit of a feminine figure if you just saw. The way that is explained in the Megaman Zero 2 Drama City is that El Paiso used to live in Neo Arcadia. After finding some weird data that was being hidden from him, he joined the resistance in hopes to get revenge from being lied to. This is actually a pretty good subplot, but not really developed except for some scenes that will be explained throughout the course of the game. And apparently he has some interest in Ciel. And yes, Ciel is back. She actually left the commanding work. She gave it to Paiso so she can work on getting subsequent energy. Actually, that's a grammatical mistake on their part. It's substitute energy, but they keep writing subsequent, just letting you know. She's trying to find a substitute energy for the energy crystals, which is why she gave the role of commander to El Paiso. Although, even though she wants peace, he wants to blow shit up. Which I honestly, considering how that has gone so far for both sides, I don't think that's such a good idea, buddy. That's what you ask of him, not to be too strict. Ciel, you could have asked a lot more. Like, I don't know, give me enough time. It's about Zero. He was found lying unconscious, just outside the base. Zero? Okay, sorry for that new rip right there. Zero! Zero! Yay! The hell? Zero. To the right of the screen, being covered by my logo, I apologize, is Zerbo. He made our weapons in the first game, and he's going to be giving us our new weapons in this game. He got a fancy new outfit, and his goggles are no longer see-through. Now you can only see the goggles and not his eyes. Zero, you're functional again. You were in rough shape. I'm amazed you're still alive. I know what was wrong with me today. I'm sorry for being so slow with the text. Welcome back! Where am I? During our renewed resistance base, thanks to you, we were able to escape New Arcadia and start a new life in this place. Thank you so much. I'm sorry that we weren't able to rescue you. Come on, Ciel. Don't be an annoying bitch. Sorry. But yeah, she's just apologizing for not being able to help us in the past and for being so dependent on us. And Thor was telling us that we fucked up the triple rod and this almost destroyed the Sea Saber and Sea Buster and Shield Boomerang. Sorry, Servo. Luckily, he made a new weapon for us, with which we hope we don't break to pieces. And we are right now in the second resistance base. And personally, I don't know how I feel about the soundtrack in this particular base. It's okay. I don't particularly like the tracks in this base, except for the theme that you hear when you're in Ciel's lab, called Labo, I think it's the name of it. I personally prefer the resonance version from the acoustic album, but this version is okay too. It's not the one that we hear right now, it's the one that we heard when Ciel, Servo and Zero were talking. And right now he's just presenting himself to the player and Zero and saying that he wishes to work with you, darling. How are you doing, Zero? Honestly, how can you wear out your weapons like that? But don't worry, I fixed them. I even created a new weapon for you, called the Chain Rod, which is a bit unwieldy to be honest. I sometimes have time using it, and again, pointless except for a few occasions. But anyway, I'm going to show off the new weapons right now. First, let's start with the Chain Rod. With it, it's kind of like a triple rod except a chain. With it you can pull enemies closer or take stuff out of them. You can also use it as a whip to be like Simon Belmont or like Simon Belmont or Indiana Jones. And the Shield Boomerang is just the same as it was in Megaman Zero 1. You can use it as a shield and throw it as a frisbee. If you're standing still, then it'll go in an upward direction. If you're jumping, then it'll go in a downward direction. Actually, something pretty funny. Whenever you talk to Ciel after this scene, like enter the room again to save data, she will usually go like, "What can I do?" Like going, "What can I do?" Of course, it's some horrible English, but it's still a nice touch. And sometimes she will actually go, "Nani?" which means "what is it?" or "what" in Japanese. And right now she's just explaining Zero what the hell's going on and why is she in this danky lab while what's his face, El Paiso does whatever the fuck he wants. And that little purple thing in the back is actually a baby elf. This is something that as Jay is explaining right now, she's researching because this is a particular elf that is making a lot of energy. She's trying to see how she can use this elf's energy to fix the problems between Neo Arcadia and the Resistance. And she's also giving us some examples of how story shows that energy shortage is actually cause of conflict, and that because of that the rebels were sent to concentration camps to be retired, much like the Nazis did to Jews and a lot of other people during World War II. And again, I think this actually adds a pretty depressing, dark, and yet pretty cool touch to the story because it makes it seem more realistic, if that makes any sense. Although, again, that is just my opinion and I may not be wording it right. And yes, she's planning on fixing everything with the Pirate of Science! Yeah, good luck with that, Ciel. Rooting for ya. And yeah, she will be one saving your data and taking care of the cyber elves. Anyway, that's all the time we have for now. I'm RunnerGuitar, and I'll see you guys later.